Hello and welcome to Two Indoor Gaming, and we are back with Magic the Gathering Arena Beta. And we are going through the starter decks that the game provides you with when you get through the tutorial. Now, we have two that we've not played yet, and that is the white and the red. And I'm just having a look at our little, what do they call them? Little quests, daily quests and whatever. You can have up to 3, you get a new one every day. So if I finish them all, I'll only get 1 new one, I won't get 3 new ones. But I've got this one space here. When it clocks over and it's telling you 5 hours time it's going to reset, I'll get a new one. But I'd like to complete another one and then maybe buy a pack and show you a couple of the other options, because I've opened a Ravnica Allegiance one. It'd be fun to open some of the others too. So with that in mind, I'm going to do red next, because I only need to cast 10 red spells to unlock this. If I don't get 10 out, then I can still open one pack. So let's have a look at the red deck. Dragon's Fire! So what strategy are they setting us up for? With a name like Dragon's Fire, it's probably got something to do with dragons. Hey, I'm a genius. Okay, so we've got a little, this is a little unusual in its mana curve in that it goes up and down. So it's really, you want to get to these dragons. So to keep its theme, it's got, obviously dragons aren't cheap. So yeah, but that's cool, flying, and it's got some extra abilities, but it's 6 mana. So we've got to get to that 6, which is hard in a red deck because there's no mana dorks, which is a term my son told me, which basically means character or creature cards or artifact cards that give you bonus mana. So there's a thing called Llanowar Elves in the green. So you can actually tap that rather than attacking and tapping it with an attack. You just tap it and it gives you a bonus mana. So it helps you ramp up your mana faster. Red doesn't have those, so yeah, this is going to be a little harder. But to get us there, to make us competitive, they've got some goblins. We can throw out some goblins. You play this one. It's a 1/1, but you get a bonus 1/1 token. Kargan's not that strong, but if you get one of your dragons out, they gain flying, very helpful. This one's good because it does a little bonus damage to your opponent. And here's a buff to make your wussy goblin just a little bit stronger. 3 shocks gives you a little bit of removal possibilities, or nerfing somebody so that one of your goblins is good enough to kill them. Spit Flame's another one does that. And that's good because you get your dragon out, you can just get it back from your... so you can play it twice, which is cool. Another one, not that special. Haste is good for rushing them in. Just a bit of punch. So basically red is about aggro. It's getting in there, being aggressive, doing damage as fast as possible. This one's got a bit of late game action though, with these big creatures coming in, which also happen to buff your little creatures. So if you can get these ones out and keep them there, you can make them even stronger. So it's got a little bit of nuance. It's not just put everything down and bash away with it, like you can do very easily with red. You want to try and maybe hold a couple of these that you can get some bonus later on with your big ones. Okay, let's have a go. Let's see if we get to play the deck in the manner in which it was intended, and hopefully we don't get a direct matchup again.
Find events here too. Keep an eye out for new ones.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay,
well,
we don't want to play that.
Fun. I hope you stick around.
Oh, looks like
Goodbye,
a little spark's done.
And good luck,
Bye.
Planeswalker.
Now that we've unlocked events, ooh, there's a few there. So you got a few options for different matches. Obviously, I'm not going to get into any of this. Just get in there. Just get in there. Fight. We're not going to play around with different things at this point. So we just want the basics. So we'll see about this matchup. Dun, dun, dun. Like I say, the images don't really mean much of anything, because I'm not playing this guy's guild, so yeah. This is what I have. 3 lands, good start. Okay, I got a 2-drop, a 3-drop. I can't play anything first hand, but I can from the second on, presuming I get more mana. So yeah, I'm going to keep that. I got a bit of late stage. That's going to sit there for a long time, but I've still got action in between. certainly not worth mulliganing over that. I've got enough and just hope for some good stuff to come out. Oh, we've got a 1/1 heal, 1/1 healer's hawk, flying and lifelink. Very good card. Especially first round, every time she hits me, she's going to get 1 life out of it, and I can't block. I could certainly remove very easily, but I'm not going to waste a spit flame on that. Okay, yep. Ow! Okay, now I can get Kargan out, but I can't block. Now that pause there suggests they had to make a decision to pass. So they've got some sort of spell ability up here that they can utilize. And I've got to now wonder what it is. What are the... Okay, so we got blue-white. That increases the options a great deal. White wouldn't scare me too much, but blue's got a lot of things it can do. Alright, another high card, but I still got some mana here. I can still get some damage done. Yep, decisions. They're trying to work out whether they can do anything. Whether they want to do anything. Or sometimes you you get busted, you're like, oh, it's me. Oh, I didn't realize I had something to play. And now the timer goes into effect. If they don't make a decision before the timer runs out, then yeah, they have to use one of their other ones. I'm going to attack, see if they're going to do a removal, something, whatever. There we go. That's the flash. Exile target type creature and opponent controls until still away. Now that's a waste. That really is a waste. Because they could have just taken 2 damage. They're getting 1 a turn. Whoop-de-doo. I've got a 4 attacker. Unless I've got another seal away, I can smack him for 4 next turn. I would have waited and used it on there. So unless there's some deeper thing happening, I think that was a poor move. I could be totally wrong, mind you, and I often am. So now I've got 2 of these cards. Wouldn't it be better to seal those away? Now, let's see if they've got another one. Seal away target trap creature? Yes, they do have another one. Okay. Now that makes a little more sense. But how many do they have? That is interesting. Now, I want some mana popping up here. So I can start playing this bigger ones. I'm starting to get locked down. You may pay when you do it, deals 3 damage to any target. Handy. But of course that's a huge mana cost. Didn't get what I wanted. Now I've got a decision here. Do I keep letting them chip away, or do I keep playing? It's 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. Unfortunately I can't target the healer's hawk. I don't think I've got any artifact removals. If I did, I could get those back. What have I got? Disperse. Okay. Now this is what I'm talking. Here's we got some strategy on strategy. They've got removal. Not much here, but they're chipping away, chipping away. Now I'm sick of that. And now he's got a 2/2. I might need to deal with it. So, do I play that again? It does have trample, which is handy. Flying Spark Tongue. I think that's better, because now he can't just attack. It never feels like it. Because I will take you down. So they're going to have to change their chip away strategy. It's straight away been blocked. Now what removal have they got this time? Summon card. Right. So they keep going with the chip away strategy. Well, ooh, Burning Sun's Amethyst. Yes, 3 damage to target opponent and 3 damage to... Okay, good. You are gone. Thank you. Now, they've got 1 card. What are they going to do? Land. Okay. Now I'm really got options. Nice. This does 5 damage because they don't have a creature to sacrifice. So I've survived through the early rounds, I've got my mana drops, now there's stuff to do. And I've got overwhelming force. Next round I can do 13 damage. Unless I got something good in those 2 little cards, it's game over. Nah, they don't. Awesome, that played out really well. So they were chipping away and chipping away. I was happy to leave it there, hold back on my destroy, because 4 was overkill. It was a 1-1. It really was overkill to take it out. I've got 20 life and I can afford to feed some of it out. When he buffed it to 2-2, it was like, okay, now it's getting serious, because you can count on one hand how many rounds I've got left to survive just with that one chip away card. But before I had to destroy it, I got that great dragon, which was able to take it out just by playing it. It had that great option with it. So that worked out really well, and that played exactly how you want that hand to play out. Some little characters that got him busy, he used up his seal away cards on them. I mean, a 4-2 was a good seal away, but that ogre really isn't a game-winning card. It's just there to do some damage. With two defense, it's too vulnerable. But he used up his seal away cards on it. He thought that was a good play. It turned out to be a poor play, because then when my bigger cards came out, he had nothing to use on them. He'd used up his dispersals and whatever. He could just throw it back in my hand, but that was it. It's perfect. I'm really happy with that, how that played out. And let's celebrate. I did not get enough spells, so we can't get 2 packs, but let's get 1 pack. And what I thought is we'll go right back to the start. Oh yeah, you gotta go to store, and then you buy the pack, and then you go to packs, and then you open the packs. Right? Makes sense, doesn't it? Sort of. So we'll go back to the very first set, and we'll start from Ixalan and work our way forwards. I started playing both the arena and the real game after Ixalan had come out. I think when I started it was M19. So I'm not as familiar with some of these cards. I played around with a few of them, bought a few packs of them. But as I understand, the Ixalan arc, which in this case covers Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, has some good tribal, it just means sort of pirates, vampires and dinosaurs, and I think merfolk cards in them. So a bit of theming there, and you can get a whole deck just around those character cards, and there's a lot of fun. I put together both a dinosaur tribal and a what was it, vampire tribal in my main account, and they're both lots of fun. They don't win most of the time because I'm keeping to a theme rather than playing the strategies hard, but I enjoy those strategies that they do offer and the theme of it. So, you know, as a guy on Tolarian Community College, which is a great channel on Magic the Gathering, the card sets says, follow your bliss. If it's fun, then play it. Doesn't matter if it's not the best deck. If you enjoy playing it, then you're getting the value out of it that you want. Not everybody's a tournament player. Alright, so Ixalan, what have we got? Oh, we just qualified for a wild card. New Horizons, enchant a land, which is a rare option. And here's that dinosaur theming. Put a 1/1 counter target creature control. Okay, when it enters, but otherwise your land is suddenly 2 mana instead of 1. And it's any one colour, so change your land from, say, a green to a now 2 any colour you want, which is great if you've got multicolours. Gives you far more options. Oh, I love this art. Look at the blue feet. Either that's a merfolk or that's some serious poison. If this is cool, it's a 1/2, which isn't that strong, but if you can pay mana, it gets death touch. So it doesn't matter if you're attacking a 12/12 dinosaur, it'll kill it. Doesn't matter how much damage or whatever, it will just kill it. Death touch is wicked and has ruined many a play of mine. Spell Pierce, counter target non-creature spell unless the troll pays 2. That's cool, because if somebody doesn't have mana up their sleeve, you can counter even a tough spell. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Very good for a dinosaur deck. But white, there's a lot less dinosaur cards in white, so you'd have to splash a bit for it. Or yeah, it's really interesting. I find red and green have the best dinosaur cards, but the dinosaur planeswalker is a green and white. So you pretty much, my dinosaur deck splashes a bit for white. Just means I've got a little bit of mana for white to play, but it's mostly still focused on red and green. Nest Robber. Okay, haste. Haste is his only bonus there, but still cool. Stormfleet Arsonist. Here's the first pirate. When raid, or was that a pirate card? No. When Stormfleet Arsonist enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, target opponent sacrifices a permanent. That's nice. That is a nice. It's a 5-drop, but that you can see why it's an uncommon. It's got the silver. Remember, silver's uncommon, gold's rare, and mythic is orange. When Synonym Totem enters the battlefield, scry 1. Okay, so you just look at the top card of your deck. You can exile all cards from all graveyards. Oh, that could really... Golgari, which is green and black, uses their graveyards a lot. And things with Undergrowth, which draws its power from the graveyard, you use that on them. You've nerfed their whole strategy. Oh! I hate when this happens. Oh, well, I don't hate it. I dislike. I like, what's my rare or mythic going to be? And then they give you a wild card. But that means I can choose one to match my strategy. So it's not all bad. But I like that thrill of opening up. Ooh, what could it be? When it's a wild card, it sort of don't get that. Okay, thanks for watching this episode. Next episode, we will do our last of the starter decks. And that will be, let's see, white. And I will save that in my recording schedule for tomorrow, so that when I do that, I can earn the new deck and show you the first of the unlocked guild decks, which will be cool. So yeah, join me next time. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.